Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. No, I don't think so. I think I wasn't doing any wishes. Probably not. That's a future me problem. For now, we're gonna do the quest. Okay, I unlocked it. Perfect. Okay, where are we going? We are going somewhere. Okay, I'm going over here. I feel like I've forgotten to do something, but I don't know what it is. Oh well. Let me see. Oh, hello, Foxy Rain. Oh, and you also followed. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome. I don't really know what we're gonna do today. We're doing the Yae Miko quest, and then we're gonna do story quest probably. And I think there's supposed to be some boss challenge at some point. I don't know. Someone suggested it in the Discord not that long ago, and therefore I don't really remember all of the details. But yeah, we may or may not be doing boss challenges later. Who knows? And I hope the mic isn't too crackly. Oh dear. Anyway, how's it going? It's going good. We're playing Genshin. That makes it a good day. Okay. We haven't been to the Yae publishing house in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool. Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora. But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly. Ah, it's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does. What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate. Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head, and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true. What does that mean? It looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true. A wish ritual that actually works? This doesn't sound that credible. Alright, even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works. I didn't believe it at first either, but that's changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owns a lot of money. Like a lot. Get this, I don't see him for a few days and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora. His whole bed was filled with... Wow! Paimon, calm down! Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration. But whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right? If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories about this going around these days. Oh really? Well, come on Kaiko, let's go ask around right now, shall we? Why the sudden urgency? Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin too! Let's go, let's go! Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Have I got my phone right by your mic? Ooh. I mean, it's on the desk, but it's not any closer than it usually is. Let me shift myself slightly to the side. Okay. I will move my phone as far away as possible. But I don't think that close. Well, I've moved it a little further away. So let me know if that makes it any better. Because I have no idea what it is. Anyway, let me see. Ooh. Ooh. Exciting times, Lissy. Wait, no, there's a Yao Yao. I need to reply with a Yao Yao. Where's my Yao Yao? Okay. Anyway, what are we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be... I don't actually know what we're supposed to be doing. Going over here, apparently. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? Okay. Oh! I hope Yao Yao's okay. On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the Yae publishing house. One's an editor and the other's an author. Grasp the thought in mind, clear like the light of the moon, as close as kin with you. No, thou, wait, thee, oh hear me, my summons, right? No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons, heed. You're never gonna get it down at this rate. Hey, what are you guys up to? Oh, sheesh, you scared me. Okay, where did I leave off with the incantation again? Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too? Junkichi is trying it out. To be specific, he's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it. I didn't think you guys believe in this kind of thing. I mean, I obviously don't, but Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it. Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it. Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it. The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Ugh, alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it. Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all the self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now, trying dubious methods from an old light novel. Oh wait, what? The wishing ritual comes from a light novel? Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Is it published by Yae Publishing House? I know it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal. Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely. What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true. This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yae Miko about it, Kaiko. She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, Indopatrical's here. Hello, welcome. You have ice cream? Can I have some ice cream? I don't know how you'd get any to me, but now I want ice cream. Okay. Okay. If I can take it, it's mine. Oh. I don't know how to do that. Oh dear. Oh, hello, Catboy Lyric. Welcome. All is mostly well. I think my mic is still crackling. I've had one more idea though. I think there's another cable here that wasn't here before. And that cable has a loose end. Maybe that's interfering with it. So give me like 2 seconds and I'm gonna unplug that cable. Okay, I unplugged the cable, so I don't know if that's gonna help, but I know that this, I don't know. Oh well, let me know if it fixes. I'm gonna just assume it's still crackling until someone says, OMG, it stopped. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix this. We love crackling cables. Well, in that case, it's all going well. What did I drop? I didn't drop anything. That was the sound of my chair rolling across the floor. The beat. Love it. Oh, let's see. You really wish you had a better TV? Well. Oh well. Miko, great, you're here. Oh, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it. We'd like your expert input on something. Oh, well, what did you want to ask? Oh, we were just, actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time? No, not at all. It's nothing major. Lady Guji, what do you mean nothing major? I'm begging you. You've got to help me save my brother. Wait. What's up with him? It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time just for you. You teens seem to have a good relationship with Guji Yae. Please put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei and my brother is Kato Shingo. He's all he's ever wanted is to become a sword master, so he once asked Sensei German of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. German turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword, but my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Doman's best disciples in a duel recently. Since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here begging for Guji Yae's help. You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving towards for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough. I know, Lady Guji, if you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you he is not acting like someone who feels empty and lost. Alright, then tell me, when did your brother spar with Doman's disciple? About 5 days ago. 5 days ago, you say? Yes, Lady Guji, that's a long time for him to be acting like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school just like Doman. We can't jeopardize that dream now. Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true? Well, they're kind of two sides of the same coin, aren't they? Whatever, let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them. What rumors? I haven't heard anything. Oh dear, well that's too bad. Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've got to help me. Miko, he seems pretty desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him. He looks very anxious. Okay, fine, then it's decided. Yae Miko. So you're gonna help him? Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them. Wait a second! Really? Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging for help. To me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me? Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I just wholeheartedly thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me. Now, hold on a hot second. Miko, why? We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists. We have no clue about this. Now don't worry, if he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place. This isn't a light novel, though. Well, you're the ones who seem concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me, too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith. This feels all wrong, but you technically have a point, so... Alright, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too. Okay, Kaiko, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. Okay. Brother needs saving sounds like a you problem. I see. Love it. It's just a random guy find something but not us. Yeah, apparently. Well, I guess kind of not. I think he knows where his sibling is. He's just acting weird. I have what's up, Mama Jungo. I don't know, it might be. Anyway, did the crackling stop or did it come back again? I'm hoping it stopped, but like, I don't know. Because I'm trying to remember when someone plugged in that random loose wire, and I think it might have been... It hasn't been there for long. Anyway, how strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone. Meditating? Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Doman's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state? This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? So whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it during the exorcism. She was serious about the salt. Okay, got it. I'm on it. Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too? No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find some amusing details. Ooh. It stopped? Maybe it really was the random loose wire. I just unplugged that on a whim. No, I thought because Child P suggested maybe it was my phone causing like electric buzzing, and then I realized that it was like a charging cable with nothing attached to the other end, and maybe that was what was causing the crackling noise. And it might have been. Well, if it's fixed, yay! If it starts again, we have to reassess the problem, but I'm gonna assume it was the cable's fault. And we're all good now. Okay, let me stretch. Okay, let's get stretched. It's like in the car, it always fixes everything itself and nobody knows what's wrong. Yeah. Well, hopefully it stays fixed, because I don't know what this happened and I don't know how to fix it. This is the best I've got. Anyway, hello, Nobu? I didn't read the name properly and I don't think I'd get it right even if I had. Hello sir, we'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers. Oh, you debt collectors? Yae said to tell you not to worry, he'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples. Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that. But it sounds like Yae and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle. Well, yes, I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything. But Yae said his brother has always wanted to become a swordsmaster, and even asked Doman to be his sensei. That's true, yes, Shingo begged Doman to take him on, and eventually he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Doman had enough and kicked him out, but Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Doman for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Doman to a duel. Wait, what? That's not what we heard. Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Doman's best disciples in a duel recently. Yae said that? That Shingo trained hard? That's ridiculous! You just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen that is. Yae did tell me about Shingo's winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information. Ooh. Interesting. Do you have anything else to tell me? I always used to tell Shingo to stop wasting his time, find something worthwhile to do, and stick to it. Their parents passed away when they were young, and as the older of the two, he should be setting a good example rather than lazing around all the time. Of course, he wouldn't listen to me. In my opinion, he hasn't had things bad enough yet to really feel the heat. He doesn't understand that you have to stay grounded and focused in life. Oh. I see. I should go and do something useful. I love it. Are we going back to the puns today? Because last stream, you guys honestly very impressive with all those plant-based puns. Like, there were a lot of them for a very long time. Like, I don't know how you came up with so, and not that many of them were repeats. Okay, hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers. Oh, you mean Shingo and Yae? Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Doman's recently. Is that true? Ah, yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up? We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight. Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Make Your Shisui art, but when he drew his sword, whoa, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Doman's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo. Now, is Shingo really that strong? But yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel, I haven't felt this good in a long time." Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then. I definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick. Quite impressive. Things got weird after that though. The village head brought out some tofu for him and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me," then ran off. Okay, I've got a bit of a weird theory here. Isn't tofu made of soya beans? Specifically? And isn't Ito allergic to beans? I feel like this is related somehow. Because he got really strong. But I don't know in what way. Like, did he become an Oni? Is this like a general yokai thing and not just an Oni thing? Is this like... I feel like there's a connection here with the beans. But I don't understand how this, like, Because clearly he wasn't one before. Did he just get turned into one? Did he get possessed? Maybe he's a fake. Like that time the Tanuki took over, what was it? I forgot her name, but the lady who was in Liyue and she got like taken over by like that Tanuki started impersonating her. Let me see. Oh, Adoris, you're gonna be back? Okay. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. Possession? It could be possession. I mean, we are preparing to do an exorcism, even if it is a bit of a fake exorcism. Curse. Oh, cursed sword. Ooh, that could be an interesting one. Beans. Yes, beans. Okay. This is all fine. Lady Guji, esteemed exorcist, finally I found you. I found my brother, he's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for too. Come on, let's go. As much as I prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he's been found. Do you have any more information for us? Shingo's been pretty upbeat lately, but for some reason, Yohei's been in a really gloomy mood. I thought they were about to start getting on disciples and starting... What? I thought they were about to start taking on disciples and starting their new chapter. What could be getting him down? Maybe it's the weight of the responsibility dawning on him. If so, I suppose Yohei's finally growing up. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Wait, which brother is missing? Wait. Oh no, Shingo's missing. We've been talking to Yohei, or I think. So I'm wondering if he's realized there's something wrong with his brother and that's why he's acting weird, as opposed to like growing up. Okay, interesting. Anyway. Down we go. Ooh. Oh, there's waterfall. Okay. I always do this, and it's always a risky move, because when you get too close to a quest area, sometimes it just... I wanted to pick up the flower. Sometimes it gets upset with you, and it triggers a cutscene when you're like mid-fall, and it's usually a bad thing. But I think we just need to go down here. Oh, that was close. Look over there, that's him at the waterfall. Oh, phew, it gave me a chance to give Yao a glider. This is Yohei's brother. Whoa, he's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen, he's talking to himself. Woo, ha ha ha, that's it. Can you feel it? What is up with this close-up of his face? He's making me think of a snake. Or a lizard. Can you feel the feeling of manliness? Found your own school? Ha, so shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore. I can't take anymore. I'm gonna die. Yohei, save me. Did you hear that, Kaiko? All the nonsense aside, he's calling for help. Who goes there? He stood up and now he's coming this way. No, don't come any closer. Help! What do we do, Kaiko, Miko? Think of something. Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance and he's using his final breath to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do? Well, how should I know? The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. You don't know, but surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother's your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet 5 whole days passed before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me to not notice the gaping holes in your story? But as you wish, it's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. Well, this got extreme quickly. If you start trying to escape anywhere in the world you run to, it'll be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together. Alright, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used the wishing incantation. We made a wish. Made a wish from a first-hand guide to summoning spirits? Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a sword master, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills, but his whole personality changed too. And why did you wait till now? Because I was worried if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. That's not the important part here. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts. So then why do you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine? Well, because with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumours might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. I was thinking maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal but let him keep his sword skills. My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound skills are not his, they belong to the spirit that has possessed him. You're right, we were wrong to do what we did, we had this coming. Right then, your turn now, my little friend, toss the salt and then draw your sword. Really? I think we should throw beans at him. Why are we throwing salt? I think beans are the answer. Oh no, the salt did work. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, what is that? Oh! Spirit. Ah, it's the spirit. See that? That's what you summoned, and look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you. Ah, save me, save me! Miko, he fainted. What do we do now? We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over. Huh? Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me. He's coming, Kaiko, be careful. Ooh. How are we fighting a ghost? I feel like this shouldn't work. I mean, maybe the elemental attacks might work, but how do you, like, stab a ghost? Like, this should, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be able to stab a ghost. I don't know how this is working, but then again, I don't think a ghost should be able to stab me either. So maybe it balances out. Ha 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 ha, that was great, excellent. Whoa, what a rush. I haven't felt this great in a long time. You disappeared, we looked pretty content at the end there. Oh, well, I'm sure is confused. You know what that was all about, Kaiko? I am completely bewildered as well. We can talk about it later, they're about to wake up. What am I doing here? Yohei, is that you? Shingo, are you alright? Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed I wasn't a useless loser with the sword anymore. I even beat one of Doma's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now, but then I realized I couldn't control my own body and there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't, and the voice kept talking about manliness. Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you. Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too. Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank you for your assistance. Exorcism experts. Alright, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He'll experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you, but I think you get the picture now, don't you? Yes, we understand now. You won't ever do it again. Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo. Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out? They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little though, otherwise I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson. So what was it that possessed Shingo? You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you? Oh, it's a sword, lots of strength and passion, but doesn't like tofu. Ah, Paimon gets it. It was an Oni! I called it! I was right about the beans! Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder. Well, that's nice. Fair enough, but it seems like it had the opposite effect. Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body, then you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration. Phew, well the main thing is that nobody got hurt. Right, seems like we're wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go. Hold on, Miko, you say everything's wrapped up, but are you so sure about that? You mean you disagree? Oh, the incantation they used in the book, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Oh, you mean they got the incantation from that book? Yes, I know the one. Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now. Human beings that have powers like us yokai, it's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural. That's not the point. The problem is that the incantation in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff, and loads of people are trying it. Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it. But who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Kaiko? I don't know what Miko's on about. I'm a little worried, but also not too worried. It's also just not our problem. You're right, big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely, but she doesn't seem to care about this book at all. Lady Yae, I finally found you. Karuda, what are you doing here? I'm here to report on Yae Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here, please take a look. Let me see what we're losing market share. Ooh. Yes, overall bestseller, reader's favourite, and trending ranking, we're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping all the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. It's not one of her books. It's not one of her. Both of you back here now. Miko, what is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now. Okay, now she cares about the book. Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yae Publishing House by every analysis. Fine, serious. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder? If this isn't the first very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me. How is this our problem all of a sudden? Paimon, please, who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all? Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this all feels all wrong. And nothing's wrong, okay? Come on, we're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yae Publishing House. Honestly, this is exactly what I would expect from Yae Miko. She seemed like the kind of person who only cared really about herself. And I guess the people she cares about, but not about the wider community as a whole. And therefore she doesn't care that there's some dodgy... I thought it was one of her books. And I was like, you let this like pass through editing with a genuine spell in it? But she just doesn't care until the moment it turns out that this book is so popular. She's losing business, and now we're shutting it down. Okay, what have I missed? Okay. Oh, I missed quite a lot. My sister refuses to let anybody text anybody else in the house. She'll get very upset if I text her from upstairs. I've got to just physically walk down the stairs to get her. So that would not have... But that's how it works sometimes. Anyway, delicious details and right room. Oh, Subtyphon's it. Hello, welcome. We are doing the Yae Miko quest. At least for now. Where did his nose go? Exactly, where did his nose go? It was giving me snake vibes. Or maybe I was thinking of Voldemort, but he also has like a snake nose. It was very upsetting. Oh, nobody knows. I love it. Looks like the villain. Once again, toxic masculinity. A healthy dose of capitalism. Yeah, pretty much. I wonder if it's more greed. Like, I don't well, now we know it was the Oni. I don't think the Oni had toxic masculinity in mind. He's just trying to help. But also those two, let's just not help my brother get out of this possession so he can continue being strong. It's such a questionable take on things. Oh dear. Genshin had logic? That's true. Genshin never had any logic, but We love it for what it is. The moment we've been waiting for. I love it, I love it. Again, I guess that's another... I can't believe I got it right again. I'm really good at this. Just random predictions. Is Ito in this quest? No. Well, not so far. Who knows? He might show up later. Oh. Oh, only has a damages business? I mean, yeah. A little realistic. It does end with logic. It does, it does. Love Paimon Traveler just sitting in the corner? Yes. They're just hanging out. You're 30 seeds away from 10k. What are you gonna do with those 10k seeds? See, it could be two silly voices, but I feel like if it was gonna be two silly voices, one of them would have been used by now upon hitting the 5k mark. I forgot what prices I put things at. Are you asking for a chicken? Ooh, maybe. Oh, the Drawing Fantasy. Hello, welcome, welcome. I like the little dinosaur. I love it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We're doing the Yae Miko quest. I was gonna say we're playing Genshin, but then I was like, wait, that's very, very obvious. Okay, don't worry about it. Well, now I'm worrying about it. Anyway, okay. Alright, Miko, we're here, so what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book? Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint, it's to do with the Yae Publishing House. Paimon knows, combine the reputation of the Yae Publishing House with the status of future Yae and tell everyone the incantations in the book are dangerous. Oh wow, your first guess, and you got it absolutely wrong, I'm guessing. Wrong. Huh? Why are we so unimpressed? I thought Paimon had a pretty good guess. Yeah, oh wait, seriously, that wasn't it? The First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. Ooh. I see. In Bending of Back was trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales of the book would only increase further. Okay, that'd be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies? Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such length over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of inanimate. But that means there's nothing we can do. Oh, I've been thinking. I read A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden or tales of the supernatural, and it's written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market. We're gonna write a rival book, aren't we? Wait, so you mean, that's right, how do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're gonna do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rival sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yae Miko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Oh wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel? This is going in unexpected directions. How am I supposed to write a novel? I've never written a novel before. Oh well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process, but let's not forget I'm the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say that this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there's a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team and we can work while we eat. Okay. Let me see. Oh, so you're gonna go to sleep now? Well, fair enough. Have a good evening. Have a good sleep. And hopefully I will see you next time, which will hopefully be on Wednesday, because I'm hoping that I'll be able to stream as usual on a Wednesday. Keep an eye out on various social medias and on Twitch in case I have to make any last minute changes. Because that's a thing I need to keep reminding myself to remind you all. Yes. Anyway. Wednesday stream. Oh yeah, I don't think you're here. Basically, a refresher update, because Patrick apparently wasn't here. So yes, I have my new job, settling in okay so far, and I'm hoping to continue streaming as usual on a Wednesday, but in case something comes up and I have to stay late and I won't make it home in time, then I will post it on a couple of places. I think I'll put it in the Discord. It'll probably be on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now. Unless I abandon that. We'll find out later. And I think I'll change my Twitch bio because I found out it's really hard to change. You can't really change your schedule on the app. So I have to just add it to my bio. And I think it's going to be on Tumblr maybe. I don't know, wherever I usually post like a stream will be today, I'll post the stream is cancelled, sorry. So hopefully it won't be cancelled. But just keep an eye out on a Wednesday. If I'm not streaming and it's like 5 past day, I'm probably not streaming because something came up. Anyway, yes. Let's hope you show up because you'll be busy. Well, that's okay. I hope whatever you're busy with goes well. Who's the jumpy kid? I don't know, the jumpy kid doesn't have a name, because that's that guy. He's an unnamed jumpy kid. You know what that means? You can name the jumpy kid. What do we... They stopped jumping. What do you want to name the jumpy kid? It's kind of funny because that guy kind of did like a shrug. Oh, and it kind of felt like he heard me asking what we're going to name the kid, and he was like, are you really going to rename my kid? Anyway, I expect a name now. Also, I remembered, I feel like you said something in Perpetual, like remind you to explain something. You had like a theory of something. I forgot what it was. But you definitely mentioned something. Maybe last stream, it might not have been last stream. That was like, remind me next stream to tell you about insert thing here, and I forgot what it was. Yeah. Hopefully you remember. It was related to some quest you were doing, some analysis of something, but I forgot what. Oh, hello! Anaconda? Hello, welcome! Welcome to the stream. We're doing the Yae Miko quest. Currently. In that case, the kid's name is Jumpy? No, Jimpy. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Oh, it was the snake immortality thing. That was it, that was it. Well, I look forward to seeing a massive bullet point list. You can put it on the Discord if you think it will go better. Don't forget about word limits. I forget what the character limits are, but if you try and post the whole list, Twitch will probably... Streamlabs will probably get upset. Anyway, hello! The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artists you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing, but on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustration in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before. Ooh. Oh, I was hoping he'd say something different, but he did not, so we're gonna skim this. And then we're gonna ask the other guys. Okay, okay. I do like art. Hello. As in, I do think a good art style is quite... Not necessarily for a book, but I think a light novel is more... I don't actually know what a light novel is, but I think it's some combination between almost like a manga and like a book. Like, I don't think it's straight up like a manga with like just illustrations, but I think it's sort of interspersed, and the illustrations are necessary. But it is true. There are certain manga. I won't read the manga if I think the art's ugly. Okay, I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though everyone seems to be imitating each other, most of the time I can guess what the story's about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life, so much so that I'm always wondering if maybe the author really has met all these yokai before. Ooh. Also true, sometimes the market gets oversaturated and it's very boring. Okay, Yae Publishing House's submission event is in full swing. Unleash your talent, become the one. Let novelists rule them all. Okay, ooh, what are you gonna say? The Yae Publishing House has held many writer submission events to date. The winner gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story, you definitely don't want to miss out. Ooh. I'll be honest, I've read light novels for the cheap thrills. Oh, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything, it's just a little slow paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills, action-packed right from page 1. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy. Interesting. It sounds like everybody is very... Everyone just really loves this recent book and everything about it. It's going to be quite hard to come up with our own version. Interesting. Okay. Is the book itself enchanted? I don't know. Maybe. There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi is working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He has developed a distinct and enduring, popular style. Jeremy's Yae Publishing House is ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories, all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create a novel that knocks a first-hand guide to summoning spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now? It definitely makes sense. And now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. We explain. All very true, an original core component, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism. I've unfolded pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually going to write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one? Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. For example, when I read it, all I find is common knowledge. It's common knowledge to the kitsune, but to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveller, there must be a great many things you know that are completely unknown to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them. Oh right, so maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Liga. But what would make it a completely different genre than a first-hand guide to summoning spirits? Oh, that would make it a completely different genre. Is that going to be a problem? Not at all, you don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team will be able to flesh out the details. Alright, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking, Kaiko? Oh. Okay, reincarnated in another world, encounters with airborne emergency rations. Is this us coming into a new world with is Paimon airborne emergency rations? I think she might be. The Work-Shy Bard and the Dragon and the Grand Adventure. I can't not click this one. No, but that wasn't original. I also don't know which dragon they're referring to, because that could either be like Dvalin and all of Mondstadt, or it could be Rex Lapis falling from the sky as a dragon. I gotta click on the Paimon one. No one would ever go for that, no matter how you try to play it. Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. Oh dear. Is there really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste and how do you cook it? I do not like the look she's giving Paimon. It's a strong opening, an easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter. Food, after all, is a topic that everyone is interested in. Hey! Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this great general framework to make an interesting story? Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem. That's good. Okay, we're done with the chapter 1. Let's move on to chapter 2. Won't that do for now? Readers will devour your content a little more quickly than you think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now, we've caught their attention. All our hard work so far is in vain. Right, chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting? What's wrong with you, Kaiko? You don't look so good. I can't think of any more stories. What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry a little further before it came to this, but alas, the time has come prematurely. Before it came to what? What's happened? The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back. Sounds awful. When this happens, the best thing you can do is to have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu and get some kurikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat. Your treat. Oh, wait a minute, Miko will be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right? Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid. Alright, cool, then let's press on, shall we, Kaiko? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going. Speaking of Mora, oh, does that mean your inspirations come back? Took a trip to Leah, tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. Okay, so the first three were all about Mondstadt, and these ones are all about Leah. Rock and Roll Girl, I turned into Geo Bishop Hatchling. I want the first one. I think that'd be really funny. Like, I would read that. Let's see now. The protagonist arrives on Leah and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. This is the kind of cheap thrill the guy was talking about. I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity. I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved. Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind. Great, well, did you just reveal who Zhongli... Paimon! I thought that was supposed to be a secret. We just told her Zhongli was Rex Lapis. Oh well. Great, well now Satomi can get started on that. Leave it to me, Lady Yae. I see. Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt to create all your ideas in the experience in the Resistance. Any ideas? Guardians of Resistance Soldier. Oh well, Literature Hunt Decree. Stuff this. Come on, let's get rid of the Vision Hunt Decree. I'm gonna go with this one because, in honor of Tepe. When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the Resistance, starting out as an ordinary rank and file soldier. Find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with the Resistance General, and get to know the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, working together with everyone to finally secure a grand victory for the Resistance. It's surprisingly normal. I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey. From ordinary soldier to great leader, a fresh take on a timeless classic. One thing though, we'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to the mysterious lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. But the protagonist uses the spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick. Oh, it's already going head to head with our rival for this one, huh? I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself. Are we done then? Do you really think that this will be able to be a first-hand guide to summoning spirits? The content is fine, now we need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Miss Hina to write that. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. Feel free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go to the Yae Publishing House at some point to commission Miss Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event. Do you have anything else to say? Let me think. What spell does Lady Kitsune teach the protagonist? I've got it. I've got to make sure it sounds suitably mysterious. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.